Government, Kate Peake from RDA NT. Welcome, Kate. Distinguished guests, aldermen, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, children. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. And I'd like to say hello to the croc man too. Aaron, good morning. How are you going?
Morning, good, thank you.
That's good. A big day to get through. To start proceedings and to officially welcome you here today, I'd like to invite the Lord Mayor of the City of Darwin up to say a few words. Lord Mayor.
Hi, I'd like to welcome you all to the City of Darwin function room that I absolutely do not recognise. So thanks guys for making it a little bit different for us. Welcome Mr. Ed Husing, Parliamentary Secretary for Broadband, Mr. Damien Ryan, the Mayor of Alice Springs, Aaron the Croc Man, my elected members who are here today, if you'd like to wave at me. Hi Rebecca, Alderman Rebecca Wondero, and all of you guys have come out to have it at your first croc experience, I hope, and I hope it's a safe one, Aaron. I'd also like to acknowledge the Larrakia on whose land we are gathering today, whose forebears have had ceremonies here for centuries. Look, I'm really proud that Darwin is one of the first places to be connected to super fast broadband through the NBN. I, for one, am very excited about super fast broadband because there won't be quite so many screens from my husband's office so shortly. Darwin has many, many creative industries, educators, healthcare professionals, and importantly businesses that will benefit from having access to this exciting technology. Since the beginning of the City of Darwin has been working with NBN Co on the technicalities of the rollout. I can't tell you how many phone calls I've fielded about who's in that pit, which I knew wasn't us because I actually get a record of what we're doing around town. And I would like to acknowledge all the staff of Cross Council for their support on this really important journey. In particular, I would like to acknowledge the great work of the Digital Hub, which has been doing workshops and education programs for the Darwin community. And he's doing a fantastic job with Autism NT, which we're really excited about. I welcome the news today that we are switching on 2,700 premises as a starting point, with thousands to follow over the coming months. As Australia's gateway to Asia, having this technology platform upon which we will use to develop new business models while becoming truly globally connected, or shall I say, more globally connected, will put Darwin on par with leading economies in the region like Singapore, South Korea and China. Unashamedly, I am one proud Lord Mayor. Can't get away from this place without knowing that. And we're really excited here in Darwin for the possibilities symbolising by the switch on of the NBN today. I truly believe that Darwin will be leaders in making the most of super fast broadband, as we really are early adapters and we're a very resilient community. I encourage everyone to explore the possibilities we have from today's show and tell, and show how the rest of the country, how innovative we really are. Mr. Husek, on behalf of the City of Darwin, I would like to welcome you to the City of Darwin, and please come up and help us flip the switch.
Madam Lord Mayor, thanks for, here's the factoid of the morning. First time in Darwin, and I get to be here for a launch of something that will transform the territory. But the other big news is that instead of coming here and standing out like a sore thumb, Madam Lord Mayor says, you may want to get rid of the tie. So I am always indebted. Here we are across the continent, and you give me a hand first day in. So thank you for that. Thank you. No, it's good stuff. And it's also good to have the Mayor of Alice Springs here. We've got the double-barrelled, both big guns here from the territory. Thank you. It means a lot. And I think across government, people realise that this is a big deal. You know, I come from a part of the world in Western Sydney, and I'm sure, despite the distances, we share this one thing, and that is frustration that infrastructure tends to get to us at the bottom of the list when big cities get it first. And what I'm especially proud about is the fact that we have in place a system of rolling out this infrastructure that means a lot to people and getting it early, you know. And I know it's something, and I just want to recognise Ryan Gosling in the audience. I know his name's Luke, but every time you say Ryan, everyone pays attention. But Luke here, and we were talking earlier, and his commitment to recognising that if you've got merit and you've got talent, you shouldn't be held up by the physical barriers that are presented by infrastructure. And I think when I was listening to the Lord Mayor talking about how proud you are of your turf and being a proud Lord Mayor, you can be even prouder knowing that we've got modern, super fast broadband that will unleash innovation, unleash the creative energy that you know and that many others know exists here to be able to get the things done that you want to. And you talked about the region and making this a platform for the NT in terms of within the region. I share that too. I mean, the issue, there are two things. The more we use all the things that come with technology, the iPads and the iPhones, and I don't want to just use one brand. There might be Android, your PCs, your laptops. Every time we're doing something there, we're chewing up more and more data. And we're producing more and we're using more. And they reckon the stats that I was quoting this morning on radio, there's one mob that says Computer Sciences Corporation who said that across the globe, from 2009 to 2020, data isn't going to grow by 10% or 50% or 100%. But imagine this, data is going to grow 4,300%. So you want to have in place a network that can manage that, and that's what we're doing here. And for the shade under 3,000 homes that will have the ability to access it here, and also the businesses as well, it will change the way that they work and also open up new opportunities for them to do work. And so it comes to the second point. Whenever you travel to parts of the world that have the internet in place, the type of creativity and the energy there and the ways that people think differently about going, okay, if we can go into the digital space instead of what we do at the moment, we can change the way we work, we can reach people easier, faster and do different things. And I certainly want to see Australia, once we've got the NBN in place, that we become the global centre of IT, ICT excellence. That regardless of where you are in the country, that we can team up, be it in Darwin and through to Launceston where I was on Monday, and be able to work together. The conferencing, the ability to share information quickly while you're on a hookup as well. The other thing that is important too, and particularly for people that are worried about distance, being able to get to a GP who on a video conference screen can check you out, see if you've got something wrong with you, and also have the equipment to take your blood pressure, your blood sugar levels, and to be able to say, okay, you can do X, Y, Z at home, or we need to see you quickly. And not having to travel all the way for nothing to see a GP or a doctor, but being able to use e-health systems, telehealth, to be able to bring that type of help and expertise quicker rather than later, and putting you through all that inconvenience. So from the education perspective, we're going to see this in a few moments, through to the health elements, and also making sure that the territory gets its slice of the digital economy. This is great news, which we should all be happy about, regardless of if you're federal, state, local, regardless of what side of politics you're on. We want Australia to do well, we want it to do as good as it can, and we also want to show the world a thing or two. And you guys know this here in the Territory, and I certainly know it from my neck of the woods out in Western Sydney. And so for nearly 70,000 Australians that are currently accessing the NBN, they know what a great deal this is. By the end of June 2016, the fibre rollout, and bear in mind we're doing this by fibre, wireless and satellite, but on the fibre side, we'll be commencing or having completed construction to nearly 5 million premises nationwide. And here in Darwin, as Madam Lord Mayor mentioned, around 2,700 homes can now access the NBN fibre services, and others are coming online over the course of the next few months. And in conclusion, obviously as a federal government, we believe the NBN is the most important investment we can make in our future. That future is a digital one. We need to be ready for it. We need to make the investment now, not just for us, not just the next generation, but the ones that follow. It's terrific to be here on a day where we'll start to transform lives. Thank you for your hospitality and all the best.
Thank you, Mr. Husey. As both Ed and the Lord Mayor said, this is very much a technology for all Australians, for our junior citizens in the room today, all the way through to our senior citizens. And just on that, I was at the Digital Hub in Kiama in New South Wales 3 months ago. I met a gentleman that was very excited. He came out of his first class. He was going to buy his first computer. That gentleman was 92 years old. So it just goes to show how inclusive this is. Now, let's get on to it. We'll need a little bit of crowd participation and a little bit of participation from the children in a minute. We're going to cross now to Launceston, Tasmania. Oh, the buttons first? Okay. So we might invite up to switch the network on. Ed, Lord Mayor, and can we have a couple of children come up and help with the button? We're going to switch the network on. And Aaron, can you come up and switch the button on? Ready?
Right, let's get ready.
So we're going to do a countdown. I'd ask the audience and the children to join in with the countdown, and we might get the countdown ready now. So we're going to go from 5 to 1, everybody.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1, go!
So we have Launceston, Tasmania. Good morning, Launceston.
Hi, Launceston.
Right, I might hand over to Aaron.
How are you guys? Hello, Launceston.
Good.
This is the Darwin Girl Guides and Boy Scouts, all the way from the Northern Territory. And we're going to have a little talk about crocodiles.
And we have the Launceston Girl Guides and the 4th Launceston Scouts in the room here in Launceston.
Awesome. So, Lala, have any of your kids down there seen crocodiles before?
Yeah, we have quite a few hands here.
Far out.
We
Whereabouts?
also have one in the room.
Yeah, but apart from the one in the room, have any of your kids ever seen any in the wild before?
Oh, I don't think so, no.
No? Some of our kids up here have seen crocodiles in the wild before. We live with lots of crocodiles up here in Darwin.
We usually see Tassie Devils here in Tasmania, Aaron.
Yeah, I've never seen a Tassie devil before. I hear they're pretty vicious, but I reckon our crocodiles would eat them.
How many kids in Darwin have seen a live crocodile?
Who's seen one in the wild before? And whereabouts have you seen them? Where have you seen a crocodile before?
Daily River.
Daily River, yep. And how big was it?
Pretty big.
Pretty big. Big enough to eat her, hey?
So-
And what about you? Whereabouts have you seen a crocodile before?
When I was out camping with my friends at Mount Bundy Station.
At Mount Bundy Station, okay, cool. Was it a big one?
Yes.
Yep.
And so what do we got here? This looks like a big brute.
Yeah, this is actually Brutus. Brutus maximus. He is a big male saltwater crocodile. Can you see that, kids in Launceston?
Yeah.
Look at the size of that.
He looks like he needs to go to the dentist.
Yeah, he's got a few broken teeth and he hasn't brushed them for a while. And this is a freshwater crocodile, John Stoney crocodilus. And he's actually got a bit of a cane toad in his mouth here. This happens in real life. This is a dead cane toad, but these cane toads are a big problem to our freshwater crocodiles because the cane toads are obviously poisonous, and when the crocodiles eat the cane toads, they die. They've actually wiped out about 70% of our Australian freshwater crocodile population. It's a very big problem.
And is this what happens to crocodiles after they die? The skin on the ground here?
Yep. They get tanned and turned into crocodile leather, which is one of the strongest leathers in the world. It's really thick and really strong.
Has anyone got any questions?
Okay. What about maybe we should do the kids in Launceston's questions first.
That sounds great, Aaron.
True
We have some questions here for you now.
All right, awesome. That's what it's all about. You can do this
Hi,
on
I'm
the
Chelsea.
new NBN.
And my question is, why don't we have crocodiles in Launceston?
Because it's too cold. Crocodiles, they live in the tropics, and they need the warm weather to be able to regulate their temperature and
They like the Darwin lifestyle.
they do.
Hi, my name is Samuel Aaron, and I've got a question for you. Have you ever been bitten by a crocodile?
I have, Samuel. I was lucky I only got bitten by a small baby crocodile, but I still have all my fingers and arms and stuff, so I try and keep them away from the big ones.
Thank goodness.
Any other questions?
Yes.
Yep.
Hi, my name's Poppy, and how many crocodiles do you have in Darwin?
Well, Poppy, we've got lots and lots and lots of crocodiles in the Northern Territory. We've got thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands in fact, and that's why you have to be careful when you're up on holidays up here in the Territory. Whenever you're going fishing or camping or doing any sort of activities around the water, you have to always be mindful that there's crocodiles and to make sure you stay away from the water's edge and yeah, take it very seriously because crocodiles are very serious animals.
Pretty scary. We have one last question for you here from Launceston.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Julia. My question is, what's the difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
What's the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? Well, alligators live in America, in Florida and places like that over there, and crocodiles, saltwater crocodiles live here in Australia and a few other places through Asia and stuff. But the alligator doesn't get anywhere near as big as our saltwater crocodile, and they're nowhere near as ferocious and dangerous as our saltwater crocodile. And their teeth are a little bit different as well. The alligator's teeth sit inside and out, and the saltwater crocodile's teeth mesh together.
Does anyone have a question in Darwin?
Okay, let's hear from some Darwin Girl Scouts and Girl Guides and Boy Scouts, sorry.
Hello, my name is Chloe, and how many teeth does a crocodile have?
Okay, Chloe. The crocodile's got about 66 teeth, sometimes 68, but around 66 most of the time. Any other questions?
Hi, my name's Nathan, and how big does a crocodile grow?
Oh, Nathan, they can grow huge. They can grow about 3 times longer than me, almost as long as this stage here, over 20 feet long, over 6 metres. They can grow massive.
One more question?
Yep.
Does crocodiles live on land?
They live most of the time in the water, but they can go on the land.
And have we got any live crocodiles here today?
We do have
these dead ones.
Yeah, we do have a live crocodile here today. We've got a small baby freshwater crocodile. Does anyone want to have a hold? Everybody. Alright. Get him out. Now he's got a little rubber band around his mouth, so when you hold him, don't touch the rubber band on his body.
Launceston, are you ready to have a look at a live crocodile up in Darwin? Over the NBN. This is live.
Okay, you have to be
We will be
really
discussing whether
gentle
we
with
hold
him.
it or not.
So who wants to have first hold? Okay. And just be gentle with him, and you've got to sort of, because if you don't hold him a little bit, he'll try and run away. That's it. Give him a little touch. He's only a baby, he just hatched out in November. He can grow.
Can you see that down in Launceston?
4 or 5 times longer than you.
He's quite cute, isn't he?
He is actually.
Does anyone else
When
want
they
to have
get
a
bigger,
hold?
they don't get so cute.
Okay. I'll give him to someone else. Pass him around. Just be gentle.
So this is the sort of live interactive classrooms that we can do with the NBN and with the fibre switched on.
Yeah,
We plan to be
absolutely.
doing a lot more of this in Darwin and hooking up around the country.
Kids from all over Australia can see this. It's awesome stuff that we do up here in the Territory. Okay, maybe pass him around so everyone can have a hold.
So we might put him back in the box now.
Okay.
Keep moving.
Yep.
What about the Lord Mayor? The Lord Mayor have a hold?
Come over, guys, go over.
Here comes the Lord Mayor. She wants to have a hold. I reckon. Surfing Lord Mayor.
Surfing on crocodile leather.
Exactly.
He is.
What do you think it's something else, huh?
Nice and soft. Oh, about 4 or 5 years.
Sorry, guys, we've got our back to you, haven't we?
Hold him up. There you go.
How about this? You see it? Wow.
Behaving himself
You're
very
going to have
well.
to come up to Darwin to have a hold of us.
Yeah.
Bring your mum and dad. The whole family. We've got lots of big stuff here. Here we go.
Let's grab a hold of it.
Keeping a close eye. Oh, look at him coming out now. He's moving now when I've got him.
Do you guys get crocodile badges? Really? Oh yeah, that's a great place.
Like this. Getting scratched under the chin.
Yeah.
We can hold on to him now in a few months' time, I can imagine.
Yeah. All right. We better put him back in. We better put him back in his box. All right. Well, not everyone's going to have a chance to have a hold, unfortunately.
So
But
we've got to listen to the croc man.
yeah, we better put him back, just because he doesn't come out very often and doesn't get touched by lots of people, so he sort of he gets a bit stressed out, and we've got to make sure that we look after him. And, all right, see you later, Launceston. It was great talking to you. Maybe you can see you when you come up to Darwin.
Big wave, everybody, for Launceston. Thanks, Lola.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lala.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, children, and thank you to the parents for allowing the children to come out today. I'd like to thank IONet and Inno who provided the connection. Through the Lord Mayor, I'd like to thank Council for all its support in the rollout and also for today, and especially Mark, who was here to quite late, getting things sorted out, and all the team. So on behalf of MBN Co, thank you. We're going to close the formal proceedings now, and we'll go to a press conference. And we invite you to have a look at all of the croc stuff. A special thank you to Aaron, the croc man, and also to Justin. Thank you, children. You have a good holiday. Thank you.
Thanks,
everybody.
Thanks, kids. You were great.
You were awesome.
Hey guys, do you want to come and get a photo with me?
Absolutely.